Everyone, been a while since I've done A to Z PC, and I remember the last letter I left off on was H, so I'm into the I's and the J's, and doing a couple players here who we both know, Ichiro and Bo Jackson. And although his last name is Suzuki, I still kept Ichiro in the I's because I think a lot of folks know him just as Ichiro. But anyways, he played 28 seasons of top-level professional baseball, which include in Japan and in America. And in high school, he was a very prolific ball player, batting .505 with 19 home runs. And it's said that he built a lot of his strength and stamina by hurling car tires as well as hitting wiffle balls with a heavy shovel. Kind of built up his wrist strength. But unfortunately, due to his stature being only 5'9" and 124 pounds, he was not drafted until the 4th round in 1991 of the Japan League. But he did play for the Oryx Blue Wave, and his professional debut was in July of 1992, and his professional debut in the Major League Baseball for the Seattle Mariners was in 2001. His last appearance in Japan was in 2000, and his last appearance in the major leagues was in 2019 with that same Seattle Mariners team. He also played for the Japan team, representing them in the World Baseball Classic in 2006 and in 2009. Now in Japan, his batting average was .353 with over 1,200 hits, 118 home runs, 529 runs batted in, and 199 stolen bases. Now with the major leagues, his batting average was .311 with over 3,000 hits, 117 home runs, 780 runs batted in, and 509 stolen bases. So to combine those two statistics from both eras, or leagues, however you want to state it, it's pretty impressive, because you'd see that he's had over 4,000 hits, over 200 home runs, over 1,200 RBIs, and over 600 stolen bases. As I said earlier, he played with the Oryx Blue Wave from 1992 to the year 2000, and that's when he went in 2001, played with the Seattle Mariners. Played with them from 2001 to 2012. He then went and played for the Yankees from 2012 and 2014. The Miami Marlins from 2015 to 2017. And finishing out his career back with the Seattle Mariners from 2018 to 2019. He's a 7-time All-Star in Japan. He won the Pacific League MVP 3 times, 7-time Gold Glover, and won the Japan Series Championship in 1996. In the major leagues, he was a 10-time All-Star, the AL MVP in 2001, the AL Rookie of the Year in 2001, a 10-time Gold Glove winner, 3-time Silver Slugger, and a 2-time AL Batting Champion. So these are just a few of the cards that I have of his. I don't have a real big collection of his, but got a couple of his rookie cards and a couple opening day cards. And this last card here basically kind of sums up his career. This is the day that he retired there in Seattle. And kind of goes into his final statistics there, his career when he retired March 21st, 2019. So anyways, that's a few cards of Mr. Ichiro. And up next, Bo Jackson. Vincent Edward Jackson, or as we better know him as Bo Jackson, was a two-sport athlete, playing both football and baseball. He attended the University of Auburn and was a Heisman Trophy winner in 1985, a Walter Camp Award winner in 85, as well as the Sporting News Player of the Year in 1985. He was a 2-time Consensus All-American and a 3-time First-Team All-SEC team, 82, 83, and 85, and Auburn retired his number 34. So it looked like football was going to be the road and the path to his stardom. However, In 1986, he was drafted by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and he declined, not wanting to play for the Bucs, and in turn was drafted by the Kansas City Royals. This here is his rookie card from the 1986 or 87 season. In 1987, he played with the Royals, and then again in the 88 season, he came up again for the draft. And this time, he was drafted by the Los Angeles Raiders, of whom he played a few years with. His NFL stats for the Raiders: he had 2,782 yards rushing, averaged 5.4 yards a carry, and had 16 touchdowns. So it was a pretty short career with the Raiders due to a hip injury that he had. After that hip injury, it seemed like football was not going to work out, so he ended up playing baseball and was playing with the Kansas City Royals, as I said, from 1986. His last appearance in the major leagues was 1994 for the California Angels. So he did not have a very long career playing baseball either. He played with the Royals from 86 to 1990 and with the Chicago White Sox from 91 to 93. The California Angels in 1994, and that was his last stop for professional sports. He was an all-star in 1989, and he also batted right-handed, threw right-handed, and his career stats in baseball: he had a 250 average, 141 home runs, and 415 runs batted in. Jackson was known frequently to refer to himself in the third person because he had a speech impediment due to a stutter that he had. So a lot of times it made it difficult for him to say I or speak in the first person. A few of the cards that I have here show his rookie cards, and then here's a Oakland Raider card that I have, the only football card I have of his, and then this is one of the more prolific ones that we know of, the Bo Nose card, which is on the back here, big bold letters. And here's his 90 Topps card, the Don Russ 1989 card, 1990 Upper Deck, as well as this 1990 Upper Deck. And then I got a few other cards here of his, and these are basically from the 90s on. This one here is an all-star card, which has his all-star stats on the back. As you can see, he in the 89 all-star game, he batted 500 and had 2 hits and 4 at-bats. But this also is an all-star card. However, on the back of that, it says recent major league performance. And what it gives is the stats of the all-star game. So I guess some consider this to be an error card. And then finally, this card here is his base card from the same year. And this says here, recent major league performance. And this lists the years that he played with the Royals and gave those stats for his time with the Royals. Here's the blue Don Ross 90. Topps 40 years of baseball anniversary type card, I guess you'd call this. The 90 score. And here's a nice card I like of him with Kirby Puckett. The Fleer 90. Again, he's still with the Royals here. And then the 91 Fleer. A 91 Upper Deck with the White Sox. Played with them 91 and 93. And then here's the highlights Don Russ 91, talking about hitting 4 consecutive home runs. He was with the Royals at this time, but he went up 4 times to the plate and hit 4 straight home runs, and they were all against the Yankees. This one here is a same year, Don Russ 91 with the Royals. Then the Master Blaster, pretty cool card. And this is kind of a fun, iconic card as well. When showing Bo breaking his bat, which he was known to do a couple times when he got frustrated with striking out. And then his last few cards are with him with the White Sox, the 92 Upper Deck, as well as this Upper Deck 92 or 93. And then here's another, I believe this is a score, yep, 96, or not 94, I'm sorry, with the Angels. And then another Pinnacle card with the Angels. And then this last card I have is kind of a bigger card, I guess you'd call, large card, biggie card, again with the Angels. And this is the how it looks on the back there. But anyways, he had a short career in both football and baseball, but he's one of the more popular athletes in the sport on both sides because of being able to play both sports. So anyways, just wanted to give you those two guys, Ichiro as well as Mr. Bo Jackson. And I appreciate y'all sticking through this and watching, and hopefully I'll be a little more consistent. Next player up would be Reggie Jackson, and I believe Randy Johnson is who I'll do with that, but I'm not sure. But anyways, I appreciate you watching. And like I always say, collect like you're a kid.